So welcome back to Tavern Talk! Oh, this guy is wanted. Doesn't have a face, but he has a head. Nice head. Alright, Act 1 and Episode 3, New Friends and Former Enemies. 59th of the week. Oh, sheep! Look at this! Adorable! Adorable. My shipment of infusions finally arrived this morning. I now have access to some fake crystals and frozen pine cones. You know what that means? We have new recipes. Together with Fable's Phoenix chilies, I have 3 infusions now. I'll unpack them later when I have some time. I have a feeling they'll be of use soon. Nice. Hello. I got an achievement. Diplomacy is key. Faye, you're not dead. So, Inkeep, a drink for me and this Yankee pal? It's good to see you too, Lynn. She meant to say please. Welcome back, Fable. You look alive. Thank you. I am. I can see that. That seems like a given. I'm just happy to see them doing well and with a friend. We ain't friends. We are not? So you two didn't form a party? No. Oh. Then what's the drink about? They may be very annoying, but they did just help me solve a family feud of 10 years. So I do owe them some of your dishwater, at the very least. Dishwater. Excuse me, ma'am? What do you mean dishwater? Family feud? I wouldn't call it a feud, more of a miscommunication. No, it was a feud. Is a feud or feud? Feud? I feel like feud implies a certain level of hostility. I was gonna kill him. I thought it was a joke. It wasn't. Oh. Are they Balkans? But no one died? No. Elfie here was able to prevent that. It's Fable. Whatever. Does this perchance have something to do with your quest? It does! I stopped her from killing the werewolf. Elaborate, please. I was going to kill the werewolf. They stopped me from killing the werewolf. What's not to get? A lot. I think she's confused because the quest was to save the villagers from the werewolf. And now it sounds like I saved the werewolf from you. Which I did. Kind of. I also remember you saying you didn't want the quest, Lynn. I didn't. Was there by chance? They were both stealing sheep. Was not? Sure was. Adventuring don't pay what it used to. So you steal other people's sheep. Mind your own business. How did any of this lead to a successful quest? Well, where do I start? How about at the beginning? Right. I was born on a half-century moon of the quest Fable. Right. The quest. Traveling there was no trouble. I know enough shortcuts to travel through the Ashen Grove swiftly. I reached the borders of Trigarin right around dusk. The Ashen Grove thins out around there, and you can catch a glimpse of the wide fields and the vineyards, as well as see one farm after the other. An idyllic sight, well, at least before sunset. Do you have trouble in the dark? Emotionally? Visually? A little. I mean, I reckon I can still see more than a human could, but darkness is darkness and I am no owl. Thank God, you're already weird enough. Imagine the damage you'd do if you could turn your head all the way around. Who says I can't? Just kidding. Not funny. Lynn is not amused. Anyway, luckily darkness doesn't affect my hearing. Not the normal kind. What? Nothing. Okay, I heard the cracking fence and footsteps that were falling and keeping quiet. Your ears are failing at being small. So I snuck closer and I saw a werewolf, escape shape, picking up a tiny sheep. I was petting it. Well, I thought she was going to eat it, so I summoned up all my courage and I stepped out of the shadows and I said, "Good evening, werewolf. Please put down the sheep." I didn't expect them to be entirely in the right mind, of course, but I wanted to be polite. And I thought it might confuse her and maybe that would help calm her down. It confused me, alright? Who the heck sees a werewolf and the first thing they do is greet them? A polite person. Or an insane one. It worked, didn't it? Because I ain't no werewolf. He wasn't that different. But I'm skipping ahead. To my surprise, instead of a growl, the werewolf, or not werewolf, responded with a what? So the confusion plan worked, but I hadn't really expected the response. So I said again, "Please put down the sheep." And she asked, "Why?" And I said, "Well, because stealing a sheep isn't very nice." And she asked who I was. No, I asked, "Who are you, a guard?" I was about to introduce myself when we heard this blood-curdling howl. It sounded like someone had ripped a hole into the fabric of reality and then pierced it with a horrid yell. Please, it was barely a bark. And it made the blood freeze in my veins. I heard panting and heavy footsteps and I barely dared to turn around. You turned around immediately. And when I did, started the twisted face of a werewolf, yellow gleaming eyes. Gleaming with jaundice. Sharp teeth, giant claws, he looked like he wanted to eat me right up. He did. But before I could beg for mercy, suddenly something rushed past me and lunged at the werewolf. When I regained my composure, Caroline and the werewolf were on the ground fighting tooth and nail. And the sheep we were holding? Obviously I sit it down at that point. Good. So you went to Fablesade? No, that ain't it. I noticed the wolves' fennel rags. They were blue, checkered, and an uneven print. Just like the kind of stuff Until Dragon like to wear, that old... I will say it, fucker. Hey, why can't I say that? Asshole. What the fuck? I'm saying it for you, Lynn, don't you worry. Youth protection, the age rating system is quite harsh. I don't care about that. Fudge! Ah. Anyway, it was dressed like Uncle Dragon, smelled like Uncle Dragon, fought like him too. I was joking when I bought it up before, you know. Haven't seen that old man in years, was coping about it by joking. That's the only way I can talk about him these days. Because of the feud. Yes. He used to be my favorite uncle, but then he changed. Because became irritable and angry, distant, fought a lot with Uncle Fedor. Cared more about the moon than he did his own family. Eventually, he left us. He just... Can I read tonight? Is there a possibility that my fucking brain can fucking read tonight the way it's supposed to be reading? Like, it's not that hard. Just read the goddamn lines, woman. Okay. Eventually, he just left, ran away without a word, left us and Uncle Fedor behind, worried, senseless. Until we found a letter saying not to look for him and all their saving missing. Swore I was gonna kill him if I ever saw him again. Always thought he just couldn't face up to his problems. Turns out his solution was just to get those problems as far away from everyone as... Did you talk it out with your fists? I tried, but Elfie stopped me. I'm glad they did. How did you figure that out? Well, she was yelling at him. I didn't understand half of it, but I could tell she was angry and hurt. I tried to get their attention by telling them to stop, but they wouldn't listen, so I shot an arrow right next to both of their heads. My aim was a little shaky, so I did end up grazing Mr. Dragon's ear, but it got them to stop for long enough to start listening to me. I threatened them that if they didn't stop to talk, Wait, what? I threatened them that if they didn't stop to talk, I would shoot them both. I will never have done that, of course. But they must have believed me, because they actually stopped to listen. Looked mighty scary there, little pal. Thank you. Thank you. I set them down and did my best to be an insurmountable obstacle between them. What did I miss? Well, nothing. Tonight I'm Iron Man. Oh, hello, Iron Man. I just started the game. Fable came back alive. You remember you said that my choice was bad and that Fable might die? She didn't die. She's right here, and she actually completed the quest, so she's now telling me how she completed the quest. Yes. How are you? If they wanted to fight, they would have to go through me. That sounds rather dangerous. The wolves wouldn't have stopped for them. What? You're the size of a stick. You think you could stop two angry wolves? Oh, well, anyway, I used the opportunity to figure out what was going on. And that's how I found out about Mr. Dragon and Carleen and the miscommunication. Feud. The feud, sure. Turns out that after Mr. Dragon was done, he was too ashamed to admit it. But he couldn't stop the changes and ended up hurting all the people he cared about. There's no excuse, of course. No, it ain't. If we had known, we'd have helped him best we could. At the very least, we'd have built a sturdy shed with scratch-proof walls for full moons. He didn't think that would have happened, though. So he decided to fix the problem by leaving, deal with it alone, and so on. But that only made it worse. Of course, he was too embarrassed to come back, so he just focused on the whole werewolf thing and not any human things, or Vukekin things, so to speak. Trying to find a cure, trying to avoid the moon, trying to find a place to sleep, stealing sheep. That's something they have in common. The sheep. No, the stubbornness and the unwillingness to ask for help. But the sheep too. But they had to talk about it. That silent resentment wasn't good for either of them. And you got them to do that. The little stick is oddly persuasive. Had us talking about it before I even realized I didn't want to. Maybe because you did want to. Huh? Maybe. I accidentally killed a pigeon today. How? How did it go? Fine, we'll take some time to accept his apology. We'll have to see him change first and apologize to Uncle Fedor and the rest. But it was good to see him again. Guess a hug did feel better than a great sword in his gut. Wonderful! Of course, there's still the problem with the whole werewolf thing. Idiot got so obsessed with the cure he still can barely control himself. We helped him realize that even a cure couldn't change what he'd done. That he has to accept he's different now and learn how to live again. Of course, it won't be easy. No change ever is. I learned that from you. But we had a group of werewolves living near our settlement. A small community that enjoys the company of our warm trees. We play charades with them a lot and they taught me about the phase of the 7 moons and the secrets of the moon signs. That sounds like a bunch of fudginess. It's real. You are a crescent moose. We introduced Mr. Dragon to them and they promised they will take him in and help him deal with his lycanthropy. That sounds great. It is. It's a happy ending. I wouldn't call it an ending, rather the beginning of something new. So the end of the adventure is just the beginning of another one? Exactly. I like that. So, after your heroic therapy session, you two decided to grab a drink together. Got offered to spend a day at the settlement. But they don't serve anything strong enough for my taste. Plus, Elfie was dying to get back here. Was talking about how they need to update you on everything non-stop, would think they live here or something. I had to report back about the quest. I'm glad you did. They also started crafting something with the werewolves. Ah! Said something about it being for you, innkeeper. Oh, really? Yeah. It's not finished yet, but I'll let you know, I promise. That wasn't that hard, was it? Oh, well... So, a drink. What can I offer you, Lynn? Surprise me with something that fits my brawn. By which I mean, make me the usual. Strength never gets old. 1 strength for you. Oh my god, Andal! Here. Chug, 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 chug. Chug, 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 chug. Great. Okay. We need to do strength. There you go. Draw the recipe. Come on. Perfect. Chug. Funny. Okay, and a bit of crown. And a bit of shield. Perfection. It's ready. Surprise. Not bad. You should do this professionally. I'll think about it. Fable, what about you? Do you have something that calm me down, maybe even bring some of my agility back? Like a swift strike back to my senses. I had a stressful day, night, morning, sequence of events. There you go, we're gonna make you a swift strike just for you. So we got 3 parts of this, and then we have 1 part of defense, and then we have 1 part of cloud. Oh, this color is beautiful. Do you want to chug? Chug, chug. I'm gonna make him like strong. There you go. Here you go. Thank you. Something happened? Wow, this is perfect. You look tired. Have you considered sleep? They do like they're going to pass out any second. So, do you? Maybe sleep is a good idea. Carlene, do you have a place to sleep? I can sleep anywhere. It's a talent. It's depressing. I have a room available. You can stay there. Sounds good. How much? I'll count it as payment for your help with the quest. Fine. Later, Elfie. See you later. That makes my KD against pigeons 5050. Jesus Christ, Edwy. Are you heading home, Fable? Yes, I've been gone for a whole day. I need to get back and make sure everything is still growing correctly. Maybe take a nap first? Yes, that too. Did you enjoy your first quest? I did. It was scary and different from what I expected. And I didn't know I was so good at pretending to be charming. Have you considered that you weren't pretending? You did well, Fable. Thank you. I hope that wasn't my only adventure. I think it's just the beginning. That would be nice. Do you think I'm going to save the world one day? That's a very tall order. Huh, you're right. I'm not cut out for that. I didn't say that. I would just prefer it if the world didn't end. Right. But if it does, you're the first person I ask for help. Maybe you should ask Carlin first, but I'd be happy to be second. We'll see. Let's hope we won't. I like this world, and you have a point. We shouldn't hope for such a calamity. Even if it would make for a good song. Or a sad one. Or both. I'm going to head home now. Do that. I'll stack up some quests for you. I can't wait. See you soon. See you soon. Great. They were all accidents. I swear I'm not a psycho. Sure. You don't have your stuff anymore in the head. Are we starting to get friendlier? Good evening to you too. Oh, you took the quest. This quest. It wasn't here yesterday. Yeah, I wrote it last night. That is correct. It seems dangerous. It is. And mysterious. Sure. Like me. Sir, I think you read too much like smut from book talk. I think you need a reality check. You're just really weird, not mysterious, not to be mean about that, but like I think you should, I don't know, maybe try to be, a bit normal, just saying, okay, you do your body. You could be a little less mysterious by telling me your name. He's cringe. Yeah, he's cringe. Zephyr. Did the wind carry you in? No, my legs. Oh, you're funny. I want that quest. Well, you can have it. Not just literally, physically, emotionally. Emotionally? I want to take on that quest. Go to the castle. To get the cape. I mean... Yes. Well, no one has gone to that castle yet, so if someone would like to go, they would be welcome to. So you know of the castle? Yes. It seems strange. It is. A vampire lives there. I heard rumors, whispering of a strange, fiendish woman residing there. Do you like my cringe voice? What a coincidence, me too. Has she ever frequented your tavern? No, not recently. But she was. Once, had a vampire mixer. Interesting. So she was only here at night. Yes. Would you say she was unnaturally pale? No, she had a lot of makeup on. But below the mask... Sure, yes, would guess she looked pretty dead below that. What kind of... What kind of drink did she order? Blood. Interest. You sell blood? Of course. Whose blood? Yours? Did you hear about wolves avoiding the castle? Really? All of them? Yes. She has a lot of werewolf traps set up, but all animals seems to steer clear of Marrow Castle. They say its doors are always... Oh yeah, it is my voice, okay. I'm getting confused. They say its doors are always locked, so nothing can go inside or leave. And anything that tries to merges into her land and in one way or another. As a grave, a pile of decorative bones, dirt feeding rotting flowers. They say that clinges to her doorstep like an everlasting melody. Sounds like a strange place. Like a tomb for something still alive. Or for a goth. Goth or vampire, she seems to be a thief. It appears so. Do not sympathize with that. Thievery is an honorable skill, but it must be performed in secret. Or you're not worth the coins you pocket. Also, stealing the man's cape is just plain rude. I suppose. Only thing worse than that is stealing a man's hat. Not if it's cursed. Especially then. Point is, I can't do his voice anymore. Point is, if you can defend yourself from having your trophies reclaimed, you must live with the consequences. The consequences being you. Exactly. It definitely sounds like you know what you're doing. Of course I do. I'm one with the shadows and the wind gone before they even notice I'm there. So you could easily swap something else along with the cape, right? Certainty. Gold, gemstones, other treasures, whatever pays the bills. What about some interior decorations? Like what, for example? Just something to pretty up my tavern a little bit. Maybe something useful that also doubles as a decoration? Like a chair. Stealing a whole chair sounded a little too ambitious for your first quest with me. I prefer something smaller, like a little trinket. My words are still a bit empty. Wait, you're being serious? Absolutely. A memento that once belonged to an eccentric vampire sounded like a wonderful addition to the tavern. I'll see what I can do. You won't be disappointed. Well then, I trust you to deliver yourself to the doorsteps and the cape back to me, along with a neat little addition to my interior design. Sounds like I'll need a few stems. Would you like some? No. Too traceable. How about a drink then? I could do with one of those. I heard your drinks inspire transformation of great magnitude. Allow you to dip into parts of yourself that you weren't previously aware of. Raise yourself up from the shadows. Yeah, it's called being drunk, my dude. Say, what do you trade them for? Secrets. Secrets. I have many. It's so cringe. Hi, Ninja. Thank you so much for contributing to the 12-hour stream. Grant me one. I shall. I know that this may come back as a shock to you, but I was here before, just yesterday. I know, dude. You may not remember because you barely noticed me in the shadows. I was so stealthy, I spent hours just watching you from afar. That is definitely a secret. You cleaned a lot of glasses, served everyone with a smile. You looked so worried after the adorable green one left. Like you thought they might trip straight into a monster's maw. And you're swift with your hands and fast with a knife. Alright, enough secrets. You may have one of my renewed drinks and some of my renewed infusions. In fact, I just got a fresh shipment today. I was finally able to unpack them. Infusions? Intriguing. What vile magic do you have to offer? For your purpose, I think you could benefit from either some fake crystal or frozen pine cone. Ooh. Frozen pine, fake crystal or phoenix chili, damn. So frozen pine cone. No, Shady, I don't think he contributed right now because he had problems with connecting on the stream. He's on the road. He's going to France. He's going to France! Alright. Frozen pine cone. It is something hard to tell which one are magical ingredients and which one are just regular frozen pine cones. Either way, they seem to get the job done. Frost armor. Okay. And this is for invisibility. Ooh, I will give you invisibility, honestly. The frozen pine cones have absorbed some of natural icy properties. That's it, he's getting publicly executed. Take your knives out, Sedwick. They can help you from a magical frost barrier that will hurt those trying to harm you. The fake crystal hails straight from Avalon, allegedly. If consumed, they'll turn invisible, eventually and for a bit. The duration is a bit unpredictable. I've also got some phoenix chills, but I don't think those would be very useful for your situation. Interesting. So, what dark depths of yourself are you looking to explore? I fear that Lady Evelyn may be of the undead nature. So I must be strong and vigorous if I want my stick in her heart before her fangs are near my neck. Though, that does sound appealing. Strength I can do, and some frost armor should help with the fangs. Or perhaps the smarter route would be to evade her wrath entirely. To outstealth her and steal the cape from right under her pale nose, so that she may lie in the shame of having lost against me. I think such an approach would require a certain amount of dexterity, and some invisibility could help with staying unseen should my speed and agility not be enough. Help me with the decision, innkeeper. Your wisdom is no secret, is it? Okay, I might alter the drink in a way where I have to use different ingredients than usual. I should make sure to keep an eye on the coaster shape so that the mix recipe is correct. Yes. Maybe I should even try adding an infusion first and adjust the drink from there. Let's give it a try. Alright, so I might go with agility. Though. So let's do agility. Let's go stealth mode. Let's not kill her, you know. And then a bit of that, and then a bit of this. And then we need to put the crystal. And I think that should do it, right? This is not the right drink. It has to be what? It has to be a recipe that fits. What do you mean? Okay. There you go. And then we put this. Perfect. Now it's working. Okay, so it changes a bit the way. So you put first the infusion and then you put the rest. Is there a personality potion for him? Here you go. A drink that all vampires fear. Garlic breath. Not quite, but that's a good name. May I steal it? You don't ask for permission before you steal something in keep. Then it's no longer a clever use, but a mere trade. I see. Did you hear about my new drink, the garlic breath? Huh. Good one. It tastes like, not garlic, but just a fearsome to a vampire. You don't find garlic scary? No. Only the absence of it. I mean, same. I love garlic in food. Jesus is the best. That makes two of us. Hopefully this will help me evade her. I'm not prepared for a fight, but I won't need one if my steps are as swift and quiet as the wind. And if she can't see me, goodbye, innkeeper. I would say pray that the sun will carry me back to you. But my hopes do not lie with the realm keepers, and I shall be damned if they control my fate. Expect to see me again after the next downfall. If you do not, speak of vengeance. Vengeance makes for an early grave. Or for a good story. Farewell. Good luck, Zephyr! I hope you're gonna do great, because I do want, that, or for a bitter end. Oh, hi, Lynn! Yes, Lynn. Quest taken. I'm taking this quest. And the drink. Great! Did you sleep well? What? Sleep. How was it? Ah, fine. Too long. Didn't sleep that much in ages. Sounds like you needed it. No, your beds are just too comfortable. Was hard to get up. Of course, my apologies. I will make sure to take your feedback into consideration. Would you like a drink as compensation? Think I already said that. Make me something strong that will wake me up and keep me up too. Okay, something strong you say, huh? Well, I think I have just what you need. The same thing that you had like a couple of minutes ago, I guess. Da, 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 da. Perfection, and then a bit of this. Come on. Da, da, da. Perfection, and then a bit of this. Delish. Pad Thai. Delicious. Here is your drink. Something strong coming right up. That is strong, just the right amount of too much. Maybe I should call this drink the Carlin? No, you shouldn't. Anyway, the quest. Yes, the quest. I'm taking it. So you said. And what do you want? Do you want the help? Do you want something? Do you want to talk with Fable? Do you want to take her? I see it's my turn to make conversation. I miss Fable. Isn't it a bit too soon for another quest? You just returned? It has been hours since I've done anything but sleep, chat, and drink. I'm getting antsy. If I sit still for too long, it feels like my bones are disintegrated and I forgot who I am. I think that's called boredom. It's torture. That's too. Well, boring is not what I would call this quest in the slightest. Stealing from a chimera for a vampire sunscreen couldn't get more reckless than that. It could by taking Elfie along. Fair point. Please don't. I won't. So the saliva for a vampire. Vampire sunscreen. Can't a vampire get their chimera goo themselves? It's a... Wyvern chimera vampires are fire don't mix too well. Vampires and fire don't mix too well. Also, if everyone just did their own quest, the quest economy would be in shambles. Suppose that's be terrible for your business. Indeed. Does it bother you that it's for a vampire? No. Does it make you nervous? No. You didn't mention that you like fangs. Did I mention that I have a grey sword 3 times the size of your head? I'm sure a vampire will find that impressive. Don't be mad. Don't kill me. Come on, I make you a drink. Have you ever encountered a chimera before? No, not a real one. Got me thinking, ain't it kinda blasphemous to steal from a draconic guardian? Depends. Are you religious? Guess not. Then no. Would it be if I was? Don't think so. Chimera steal riches all the time, and they were created to be guardians by the protectors of the realms. So, stealing something to protect someone else seems in line with the doctrine. Good thing you ain't a priest, you do a piss poor job. Thank you. Is blasphemy what you're most worried about? I ain't worried. Okay, nervous. I ain't that either. Then what is it? Just say it, come on. Excitement, I suppose. Excitement. Don't laugh. I'm not laughing, I'm asking. Yes, excitement. I've never encountered the Guardian before. And I've always sort of wanted to. Why haven't you? Ain't exactly easy to find one or to survive one. This seems like a great opportunity for you then. It is. What is about Guardians? It's less about the Guardians and more about what created it. And maybe a little about the Chimera. It's got a dragon head, right? Yes. Modeled after its creator, I would guess. So let me rephrase that. What is about dragons and Chimera with dragons' heads? They're cool. Also, when I was little, my baba used to tell me bedtime stories about the dragons every night. She was a great adventurer and encountered many of their creations on her journeys. Not sure if it's true, but she always claimed she met each of the realm keepers themselves. Had little keepsake from them and all. My sword's one of those. Passed it on to me before she... Passed? Left. One day she was just gone. Think she wanted to spend her last moments somewhere else. Like, think she visited one of her dragons one last time? You finally have... Your family has a living problem. Ooh, we have stuff. This is the undead stuff. Great! At least she left our savings alone. That sword and her stories are all I have left of her. Going on this quest, it almost feels like I'm stepping into a memory of hers. Did she ever tell you about the wyvern chimera? No. Was the only kind she never encountered. Had quarrels with those felin ones, different varieties of scales, even a cow one, I think, but never found a wyvern one in all her years. It would have been nice to be able to tell her the story when I return. If I return. I'm sure you will. We have a cat here. You can tell me the story, you can tell the story to me. I don't know if I make for a good baba, but I do enjoy a good tale. I'll think about it. You already got me talking too much. This is you talking too much. So you like dragons? I do. They're fascinating creatures, very interesting, very magical. They are fascinating and magical. Used to pretend I was one when I was little, really wanted their magic and their wings. You can just ask them for their magic, not sure about their wings? I ain't a priest either. Besides, I'm a warrior. Don't do all that magic fudginess. What happened to the fish you said you were gonna get months ago? I didn't find the right one. Plus, I didn't check other stores, but I want to find the right one. I don't know. None of them yet got my attention. Why not? I like my sword and my muscles. They are good combo. And I don't need to rely on anyone, not even dragons. A little help never hurt anybody. A little self-reliance don't either. If you say so. Does that mean you don't want a drink to pep you up, Lynn? Didn't say that. I see. That doesn't count as help. It's prepayment for me taking on your quest. Sure. You'll be happy to hear that I have some incredible infusions to offer that could greatly help with your quest. Nah, that sounds unnecessarily complicated. Let's keep it simple. Alright, what can I get you then? I reckon a little bit of a boost for this body couldn't hurt. They are quick and toothy, so I'll need to be too hardy for its bite. Some defense might come in handy. Or something for the brain. Baba talked quite a lot about how much they enjoy a good ruse. Maybe I can outsmart it with the right play. But I need some intelligence for that. Won't be risking it all on a bad idea. Are you sure you don't want any infusions? Just a little bit of a phoenix chili would make you fire resistant. That could be very useful in a fight. Dragons, you're stubborn. Sure, I'll try one. And on the topic of trickery, no, one is enough. Either you mix defense with your weird chilies or you got heavy on the intelligence. Don't need any more of your fancy tricks. I don't care which one you pick. That's your job. Figure it out. Alright. I think I'm gonna go with the chili. Not gonna lie. I think I want to go with the chili though. Let's go with the chili. Yes. I wanna go with chili. You know, she needs to be fire resistant and stuff. So I prefer to give her that. rather than intelligence. Perfection! Get the piranha. Here you have it. Figure it out. Thanks. Feeling tough already and dangerously close to catching fire myself. Think I could almost take on a dragon like this. Let's stay grounded. How urgent is the sunscreen? Pretty urgent. The sun tends to not take a break even for vampires. Maybe he should sunbathe less, then that might solve his problems. Might. But when has an easy solution ever been fun? Good point. I'll see what I can do. Maybe they got some mice in that mangrove. Good luck. Wouldn't be needing. I'll be waiting to hear of your exploits upon your return. Bye. Have fun. Enjoy. I hope she's gonna kill the dragon. And now we are feeding the pet, cleaning, and we are closed for tonight.